mobile game jump, it's crazy.
Your level will fall apart. Like if you could make the ground.
Every time you pass the starting point, you'd have to recreate a new copy of yourself.
Yeah, the idea is like you create the God particle, like it's just this like primordial space.
Remember my pixel blob idea is becoming something that...
It's a current
Yeah, we're like, tell me your idea.
We don't need to do Flash. We really don't.
Monsters, and they're like tiny at first, and all they want to do is like eat each other.
You could have the game start off with the character on a noose, and they jump with a new snap.
My first idea is it's going to be, because it's supposed to represent the eternal cyclicalness of life, it's going to be like a 2D platformer, Mega Man style. When you get killed by an enemy, you become that enemy. You start controlling that enemy.
There's 3 obstacles and 3 people.
First, let's vote and stick by that, but then let's find out what the reasons are.
Like monsters or something, you know?
It's not final.
It's the best game ever. It's called StarCraft 3.
Basically, one player puts in a certain series of notes, and then the next player has to repeat that and then add their own. And then the first player has to play what they did originally and then what the other player did, and then add something new.
Took the concept of the Ouroboros as wrapping the actions of the player onto the game field again. And so we're thinking of using plankton or pollen modes as sort of the concept.
I think this is a good start. I think it's going to enable me to do a lot, and I'm really excited for the potential of this game.
Is it scalable?
All this does is load. All this does.
What just happened?
You're impressed by that? Are you not seeing this?
Make it all today.
They should just take the money and win.
I'll see you guys Sunday.
What? You're bailing?
Dude, it's midnight. Everybody has to bail.
So how do you make a video game?
Day 2, 1 p.m. So that's probably like close to 24 hours, 20 hours.
What stage is your game at?
Brainstorm.
Very long brainstorm.
Now I want to do a procedural generation of items in space that are going to have various effects on your score and speed. So that's the next step.
We had some problems with nailing down a platform. I mean, we have one coder, one of our programmers is on PC and one's on Mac. And then we thought we had selected a really good one for working in Flash, and then it turns out that you can't really send the project files back and forth because they suck. And for the bird, it turns into just a set of wings.
It's kind of like the cyclical nature of travel, like how the universe down to cellular level, and then goes down to atomic level and comes back up to, universal level.
Okay, so our game is called Extreme Horse Beat Off. So basically, it's sort of like Rock Band meets horse, but you're also creating the track as you go along. So one person plays a beat, and then the other person has to try to play the beat that they just played.
It's a platformer where you have essentially 2 rows that are visible to you. The one that your character is moving along, and the level that you are about to do.
Their collision thing is
With the foreground images, you'll need to imagine them.
What stage are we at?
We have blocks that can swap with each other. I could do a demonstration. Just block you're gonna swap, and it'd be like, oh, I want to swap this blue one with this brown one. And it'd be like, I could totally do that. Like something like that.
It's like primordial Earth, and the whole point of it is to actually evolve life.
You tell me which one is a better.
beginning of the coding stages, making sure everything's actually going to work. Unless you want like a trigger any game like that.
Get the water out of the pipe and electrocute myself.
You just gotta move.
You need this to work. You want to try it.
This goal, I'm gonna get this goal. My score is gonna increment. Oh, whoa. It's buggy. That back.
That all.
Come on, Rob.
Power.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has a very capable MB3 to wave converter, if I recall it. Yeah, Reaper does too.
Have like a main stage, but your actions influence how the tiles move, but not immediately. It's like in a next iteration of the stage.
Then we've realized that the whole tone has to change too. We realized, you know, that the programming was simply not going to be built for particle physics, like in like 48 hours. It needs to be like sarcastic and mocking, right? Like, 'cause I mean, if you look at this looks like South Park, right? I mean, it's like.
You're just trying to think about times. Plus. No. It's A, but A is the x of the first point minus the x of the second point.
Yeah. How many pizzas are we getting? 8. Just saying. If you were to compare the game jam to one video game,
I came here to get food.
Share it with everyone.
But it's gonna be exciting.
what was your breakfast?
I'm eating lamb over rice. Yes.
Or snake eating its own butt. And that would be the whole game.
We're all here on the last day.
It's actually a typewriting game, so
So you want a bunch?
What?
It's in the Dropbox. So we're working on a lot of like new screens and stuff, like a start screen and like a victory screen.
Because I'm a game audio professional, I don't want to do some cheesy loop. It's going to be Wise style, where the intro has reverb trails fading out, and then it lines up tempo match with the loop, and then it just knows to continue the loop.
I mean, if you want, like, we can call them abilities, and then, so when you press space, the major
challenges.
Oh, you know everything. Well, the entire engine was a challenge, but I think everyone will tell you that.
I had never worked with ActionScript before, so I was just learning something new and then getting used to it.
Do your dance at the space game. Alright.
I love it so much.
Testing, lots of debugging.
Right now, we're trying to add more variety to the scenery, because the game is sort of about just walking through an environment and experiencing it. Oh, my computer crashed yesterday. Yeah, so a bunch of us have never really used Pixel, so we had to learn that. And then yesterday, my computer crashed at probably 8, and I hadn't saved since 5:30, so I lost a lot of animation.
And I know what I wanted to do, and I'm trying to think of a simple way to not have it be the most annoying sprite sheet for us.
As you see, I'm still working with the passage head, but this isn't the game I'm expecting that. You want to collect as much blue as you can.
And not hit red.
And not hit red.
Fine finish, yeah. We'll finish something, for sure.
Well, yes, we certainly are going to finish, but by the deadline is. Just time. We were too ambitious and we changed games at the beginning of Saturday, so it was a overconfidence and under caffeination.
Wait, Rob, I gotta get this one.
Yeah.
Another
and I've got a game mechanic that doesn't seem to be working all the way.
Well, and then
You're just basically saying at the beginning of every iteration or top level load, you're just saying your clone array is equal to the
just like the text is part of the image.
We've got one level sort of finished.
We have a level that you cannot win.
You have like 3/4 of the levels.
Yeah, you can get to the end and it says you win. You don't.
No, it doesn't even say you win. There's just like
You just wind up in a corpse pile.
so close.
not even.
Yeah, it'll work. Enough.
If you want to make the first that, and then if you want to
Learned a lot doing a game in
24
hours, 48 hours, whatever it was. Biggest lesson I learned was that you should prototype as quickly as, like, try as many possible things in your prototypes, and not worry so much about knowing where you want to go, but just let your game kind of decide some stuff for you.
How many awards do you think you're gonna win, Rob?
Anything less than 3 would probably be a war crime. A serious crime.
Welcome to the Game Jam.
And your objective is to eat. I really wish
I don't know.
Did you work on this? Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes like you use this.
Now when I go back, jump.
How do they repopulate?
Just kind of meant to be a design experience for you.
Look at you every time you shoot. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, there we go. That's how it's done. So it's sort of the cycle game. You need to get the block to the... We started working the game about seasons since.
Version of your little avatar, so you're trying to climb the avatar to.
There's really only like 4 audio files.
Eventually you find you can't do anything, so you die. And that.
If you're thinking about the nature of the Ouroboros, how it's like an infinite cycle of self-destruction, and during these short things of mind.